Hi guys, welcome back to my channel for another review video. Today we are going to be talking about the Glossier Priming Moisture Balance. I have never tried anything from Glossier before, so I was really excited to try this out. It is an oil control gel cream. I get quite oily skin. I'm definitely oily combination, so anything that can control that a little bit sounds great to me. Glossier described this as one step to moisturise, control shine and refine the look of pores, and they also say that it is specifically formulated for oily and combination skin. So I was quite drawn to this because I do get quite oily skin. It is definitely combination though, and I specifically get oily around my nose area, and I also do get quite enlarged pores kind of here, like in the centre of my face. So anything that can refine those pores sounds good to me. Hello, by the way, if this is your first time on my channel, my name is Amy. I make 2 or 3 new videos a week about beauty, fashion, lifestyle, all that kind of stuff. Normally I do a lot of these beauty reviews, and whenever I review a new product, I always assume that you're watching this video because you want to work out whether this product, in this case this product, is worth your money. So I will make sure to go through everything that you could need to know to help you make that decision. So we're going to talk about what Glossier claim that the product does, we're going to talk about the ingredients, we're going to talk about my first impressions and my impressions over time, and yeah, hopefully give you all of the information that you need to figure out whether this is the product for you. All that being said, I'm not an expert, I'm just a person with skin and opinions, and so I can only share my own experiences. So I really encourage you guys, if you have any experience with this product, to please leave it in the comments so we can all scroll down and learn together. Obviously skincare is something that is really individual, no two people have the same set of skin. So yeah, I think it's really helpful to be able to share experiences. That being said, this is my experience. If you do enjoy this video, or if you find it helpful, or if you enjoy these kinds of videos, please do give it a thumbs up because it really does help me to figure out what to make more of, what you guys want to see. And finally, if you're not already subscribed to my channel, I would absolutely love it if you would subscribe and stick around. I've just reached 7,000 subscribers, which is so exciting, and I have like a big goal of reaching 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So there's still a long way to go, but I am fairly optimistic, so I'd really appreciate your help. With that being said, let's crack on with the video. So on Glossier's website it says that the key points of this product are that it is moisturising, balancing and refining, which basically means that it removes impurities from your skin. I think that's interesting because that's typically a quality that you find in like a cleanser, but obviously this is a moisturiser, so I think that's quite interesting. This is also cruelty-free, fragrance-free, oil-free, alcohol-free, gluten-free, it's vegan, it's dermatologist tested. There's a lot going on here. And they promise up to 12 hours of shine control in just the first use. In terms of ingredients, we have methyl methacrylate cross polymer, which is a film former, but it's also really porous, so it can absorb any excess of sebum and acne producing oils as well. We also have marine extract, which reduces the visible shine for a mattified but still quite balanced finish. There is also some niacinamide in there, which helps to reduce pores and uneven skin tone, and also some willow bark extract to help smooth the skin, amongst lots of other stuff as well. So a couple more claims from Glossier before we go straight into the first impressions. They say it is developed with oily skin in mind, and that the gel cream formula absorbs quickly for a refreshing dose of moisture that doesn't add additional shine. So that's what we're looking for. And also they promise that you'll see results immediately and the benefits keep building over time as well. So now that we know a little bit about the product, we know what it is that we're looking for, let's head over to my first impressions. Good morning guys, I'm very excited because I've got the Glossier parcel just here. Is it Glossier? Is it Glossier? We're gonna say Glossier because I think that's what I've heard most people saying, but sorry if I'm saying it wrong, I hope you don't get offended. I ordered this just over a week ago, and it said it would come in 7 to 10 days, and it did. So in here we have one of these little pink like Ziploc bags. I have seen everyone else using these, and obviously I haven't had one, so I haven't used it. Ooh, okay, so we have the Glossier Priming Moisturizer Balance Oil Control Gel Cream. So this is the new product. I'll be honest, it's a smaller bottle than I expected. How many mils is it? 50 ml. Okay. For the price, I was expecting a little bit more product, but I guess we'll see how far the product goes. And I did also pick up the Stretch Concealer as well, just because I need a new concealer, so I'm interested to see how this performs. Obviously Glossier tends to be a lot more natural in the style of makeup, whereas I wear quite full-on makeup. So because of that, their makeup has never really appealed to me. But I am very interested in their skincare. I love their branding, I love their packaging, and obviously everybody raves about it. So of course I'm gonna give it a go. I will say that the packaging feels really sleek and smooth and expensive. On the end there you have a little pump, so let's try it out. Ooh, that feels like a really nice, watery, smooth texture. Ooh, I'm a big fan of that actually. I like that a lot more than I was expecting to. Okay, so before I actually put it on my face, let me show you what else I've put on my face, just in case you're curious about the routine that I'm going to be using this week while we try this out. The rest of the stuff is all stuff that I use all the time, so hopefully I will be able to hopefully I will be able to notice the difference that this is making in comparison to everything else that I use. So first of all, I use the Dermalogica Special Cleansing Gel. I use this on my Sonic brush, which is on charge at the moment, so I haven't brought it through, but this was my first port of call. Then I used a Dermalogica Daily Resurfacer just to exfoliate my skin really gently. Then I used, what order did I do this in? Then I used the Dermalogica Biolumin C serum, just a little bit all over my face, and patted it in just for brightening and anti-aging, age prevention. And then I used the Clinique Moisture Surge 96 Hour Hydro Filler Concentrate Eye stuff. I don't love this stuff. I've got a whole review about it on my channel, but I'm trying to use everything up. So, oh, and then I used the Urban Decay Lip Love as well, just on my lips. And now I'm going to try the Glossier Priming Priming Moisturizer Balance. My hand where I put it on before feels so lovely and smooth. Right, I'm going to do one pump and we'll see how far that goes. Definitely going to be a 2-pump job, but that's fine. Do another pump. Actually, I'll do like a half pump. I feel like I probably don't need another full one. Right. Pop some down my neck. Okay, it feels really, really smooth. It almost feels, it feels the same way a lot of primers feel that have silicone in that my skin literally feels like it's been like filled in a, not in a horrible way, in like a really nice smooth base way. As a moisturizer, my skin does feel very hydrated. Obviously I would only really use this during the day rather than at night. At night I tend to go for something that's a little bit thicker, whereas the watery texture of this is lovely. It glides onto the skin really, really nicely, and it feels as if it's going to be a really nice priming base for my makeup. I'm now going to do my makeup. I'm not going to use any primer, which I usually do. Oh, actually that means that I won't have any SPF, I've just realised, because my primer is usually my SPF. I'm not going outside today anyway, who am I kidding? So yeah, not going to use any primer, just going to use this. We'll see how it fares throughout the day, and then I will continue to use this routine for the rest of the week and see how we get on. Okay, so my makeup is done. I'm uncomfortably close to the camera just so that you can kind of see what's going on here. I think it has provided a really nice base. I will say that I think my foundation looks a bit more sheer than it normally does, which I'm quite confused by, to be honest, because my primer doesn't normally give any coverage, unless that's because of the concealer, which I suppose it might be. I was using the Stretch Concealer, also from Glossier, and I wasn't that convinced when I first put it on. It's like a cream concealer that you just put on with your finger, but actually it was very buildable. I think it's a really, really good colour for my skin. Like, I think this is probably the best colour match I've ever had for a concealer. This is the colour G11. I'm very impressed with the concealer actually, but I'll see how it wears. And as for the priming moisturiser, I mean, my skin feels very comfortable. I will say I got a little bit of redness down here, which I don't really know what to attribute it to, but it doesn't normally happen. I've never wanted a camera to settle on my pores before. Right, as you can see, no you can't. Right, as you can see there, makeup has settled into my pores very slightly. That being said, if this is as far as it settles into my pores, I'll be pleased with that. But definitely less than on average. I do have quite large pores anyway, so I'm fairly impressed with this. Let's try it out throughout the course of the day and throughout the course of the week and see how we get on. Okay, it is gone midnight, so this makeup has been on for I think 16 hours now. I've been severely rained on, but as you can see, the base, it is slightly sheerer in places and there's definitely a little bit of shine. I would say probably more shine than normal at this point using my normal primer. But that being said, I don't actually think it looks bad, considering it's gone midnight and it's been on for so long. If we get really up close and personal, I think you can see the areas where the foundation has stuck better than others. That might be partly because of where I touch my face more. But overall, I do think that the primer has done a really nice job. It has felt very comfortable on my skin all day. My skin doesn't feel particularly dry or anything. Obviously, I'm now about to go to bed. I'm going to take my makeup off first, obviously. I'm not a maniac. So yeah, my first impressions are quite strong, actually. Obviously, my makeup doesn't look the same as how it did when I put it on right now, because it has been on for such a long time. But I do think it's worn fairly evenly. I don't mind the little bit of shine, although to be fair, I definitely have oily combination skin, whereas I feel like if I had oily skin, the shine would probably be quite bad by now. So as of today, I have been using the Priming Moisturizer Balance for the last 9 days. I will say that for the first probably 4 or 5, I did really notice that I was breaking out around this area of my skin, which is not particularly standard for me. But now that I've read that description more in depth, I do think that that was to do with the refining. So in kind of removing those impurities, it like dragged them out, which obviously does happen sometimes when you use different masks and things like that. So I think that might have been what that was, because now that I've kind of gotten over that, my skin is much better, and it's still kind of present, but you can definitely see that it's on its way out. So I don't think that it's a reaction to this at all. I think it's just that my skin had some stuff it needed to remove before it could sort itself out. What I want to do lastly is just read through what Glossier say that this product should do and compare it with my own experience of whether it does that thing. So they say it is a lightweight gel cream moisturiser. It is very lightweight. It feels incredibly light on the skin, almost water-like. I really like the texture of it. That being said, I don't think it's particularly hydrating. So I have only been using this in the mornings and then using a richer night cream at night. Obviously there's the primer in there too, which makes me want to use it before makeup, which is probably another reason I've just been using it in the morning. They say it balances oil without drying skin or leaving a flat, powdery finish. I do agree with that again. I think that my skin is very mattified, but it's definitely not dry, it's not powdery. I think it's done a really good job there. I obviously don't know if you have dry skin already whether this would dry your skin out any further, because I don't have dry skin and obviously that's not who this product is aimed at. But I would say that if you have oily or oily combination skin, it does help to balance that out a little bit. That being said, as you did see in some of those clips, my makeup, you did get some shine, some oil come through my makeup, but that was after like 14 or 15 hours, and they do say 12 hours of shine. So I think their claims are fairly accurate in my experience anyway. They also say that pores appear minimised. I agree with that. They're not gone completely, it's not a magic fix, but it definitely did minimise the appearance of my pores. Shine is gone, again, agree, up until about the 12-hour mark, which is, I think, fair enough. And skin is hydrated and happy. Yes, I would agree. I think aside from that breakout that I got to begin with, my skin has been fairly happy. As for hydrated, it's comfortable, but it's not as hydrated as I like it to be at night time, as I said. So I've been really enjoying using this in the morning. I think that it's been really helping my makeup to stay on, and it has been helping to control that shine. But I wouldn't use this twice a day. I think I'd only use it once, because first of all, you don't get that much product. So so I don't want to use it up and use up that kind of priming quality when I don't need that. Actually, that is a point though, the fact that I haven't reached for a primer in the last 9 days is really something, because I rely on primer a lot to keep my makeup on and in place, whereas I think this has really done that job. The only problem for me there is that my SPF is normally in my primer or in my moisturiser, and obviously if I'm using this priming moisturiser and it doesn't have any SPF in it, then I lose out on that step, so I need to try and find another solution for that. If you have any suggestions, please let me know. And also, I guess the question is, with an SPF, would I put it on before this or after this? Because obviously I'm using this to prime for makeup, but I'm also using it as a moisturiser, and normally the sun cream would go in between those two steps. You know? Well, that is everything I have to say on the Priming Moisturizer Balance Oil Control Gel Cream. As I said at the beginning of the video, please do let me know if you have any experience of this product in the comments, because it would be great to see how everyone else got on with it. Obviously everybody's skin is different, and yeah, I would love to know how you found it. Also, if you do have any questions about the product, please let me know and I will do my best to answer them. As I said, I am not an expert, but I have now tried it out for a little while, so hopefully I will be able to help with any questions that you have. If you did find this video useful and if you enjoyed it, then please do hit the thumbs up button. As I said, it really helps me to figure out what to make more of and what you guys like. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you've made it all the way to the end of the video, I would love to have you around. And also, I'm really enjoying trying out some new brands recently. The last few reviews I've uploaded have been from brands that I've never tried anything from before. So if you have any requests of brands that you would like me to try and be the guinea pig for, then please let me know, and I will add those to my list. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in a few days. Bye guys.